Дорогі друзі України,
Fellow friends
українські
of
народи,
Ukraine,
сьогодні
fellow
ми
Ukrainian
у
people,
дуже символічному
today
місці
we've gathered
у
at a very
Гостомелі. Саме
symbolic
тут
place,
Путін хотів виграти
Gostomel.
битву
It was here
за
that
нашу
Putin wanted
столицю,
to
битву
win
за
this
Київ,
battle for
ключову
our
битву
capital,
того
for Kiev.
бліцкригу,
That was the
який
key
він
battle
планував. І
of the
саме тут
blitzkrieg he
він
was planning. It
зазнав
was
першої
here
і
that
фундаментальної
he
поразки,
suffered
коли
the
наші
first and most
воїни
fundamental defeat
знищили
when our
десант
soldiers
російських
destroyed
вбивць і
the
не дали
airborne
російському
forces of
виробнику
Russian murderers and
її
prevented
плацдарм.
Russia from establishing
Світ
the
побачив
bridgehead here.
найголовніше.
The
Побачив,
world
що
saw the most
будь-яке
important.
зло
The world saw that
може
any
бути
evil
розбитим,
can
і
be
російське
defeated,
не виключення.
and
На той
Russian evil
момент
is no exception.
вже
Until that moment, several generations of Europe witnessed no such large-scale battles for independence. For too long, there was a fear to resist Russia. Now that fear was first destroyed in here, on these landing strips of the Gostomel airport, and later at many other battlefields where our people stood up bravely to defend themselves and their homes. Back then, many did not believe to Ukraine and in Ukraine, and nobody could know exactly what would happen, not just in 2 years, but in few weeks. We had fewer weapons, but even at that time, Ukrainians proved that we can fight. We will fight, that we are stronger than any geopolitics, that the unity of people can do more than any dictator, and courage. Well, the courage of ordinary people can turn even those pages of history that seemed to be never-ending. Ukrainians did not betray their independence. The world did not fail, did not make a mistake, and supported Ukraine. We are extremely grateful to our friends, our partners. We are grateful to the whole world, our soldiers, and millions of ordinary people who joined the defense of our country, have demonstrated the best one may found in themselves, in their own human souls. And that is why, despite all the difficulties, all the doubts, the eyes of the world are still focused on Ukraine. Our fate depends only on us, and we can achieve our Ukrainian goals, the goals of peace, the goals of Ukrainians, and we are doing so. Russian madness will not reign over our land, our sea, and our sky. I'm proud of every Ukrainian soldier who destroys the occupiers and defends their positions, and thus defends the whole Ukraine. All Russian murderers, starting from Putin, will be held accountable for everything they've committed, and we will ensure justice for Ukraine. Now, thanks to this our battle, the world will be definitely convinced once again that nothing can be stronger than people, than nation who believe in themselves. This is one of the most important rules of life in the whole world. Nations must believe in themselves so that no one could try and destroy their lives. I'm proud of Ukrainian people. I'm proud of our nation. Let us all be worthy of our bravest people who in different times fought for Ukraine, for our freedom, and gave their lives so that Ukraine could live. Now I would like to ask everyone to have a minute of silence in memory of our fallen heroes.
Дуже дякую.
Thank you.
Дорогі друзі,
Fellow friends, Ursula,
Пані президент,
Madam President,
Джорджа, пані,
Georgia,
пані
Madam
голова уряду
Prime
Італії,
Minister
Олександр,
Alexander,
пане
Mr.
прем'єр-міністр
Prime Minister of
Бельгії,
Belgium,
Джастіне, пане прем'єр-міністр
Justin,
Канади.
Mr. Prime Minister of
Я
Canada.
дякую вам за те, що
I
ви
thank you
сьогодні
for
тут і з
being with
нами, і
Ukraine
протягом всієї
today,
цієї
being with
війни.
us.
Ви з нашими
And
людьми,
throughout all
з
this war, you've
українцями,
been with
ви з
us, with
України. Дякую, що ви
Ukrainians. I
допомагаєте
thank you for
нашій державі
helping our
захищати
country
наших людей,
to protect our
зміцнювати,
people, to
їх,
reinforce
зміцнювати наші
our
можливості та
capabilities or
українську
capacities
мотивацію. Це
and to
надзвичайно
reinforce
важливо
our
знати,
motivation.
що
It is
ми-
extremely
що Україна
important
може
to know
спиратися
that
на таку
Ukraine can
підтримку, як
rely
ваша.
on such
За 2
support
роки
as
співпраці
yours.
та єдності
Over the
з вами,
past 2
дорогі
years,
друзі, та з усіма нашими
it was through the
близькими
cooperation and
друзями,
unity
нашими
with you,
партнерами
dear
ми
friends, and
реалізували
with all of our
багато спільних
partners.
завдань.
We've managed to
Головне,
implement
тисячі
a
наших
lot of
міст,
common goals.
тисячі
But
наших
most
сіл
importantly,
врятовані від
thousands of our
знищення
cities and
окупантів.
villages have been
Україна
saved from the
збільшує
destruction
простір
of
своєї
occupiers.
безпеки та арсенал
Ukraine is
власних
expanding its
можливостей.
security space and the
Зокрема, ви
arsenal of
змогли робити
capabilities.
наш український
More specifically, we've managed to
оборонно-промисловий комплекс
upgrade
та
and
переходимо на
refurbish
такий
our
виробництво
Ukrainian defense
власної
industry to
зброї,
have the level of
який
production
дозволяє нам
of our own
повертати
weapons
цю
that allows
цю
us
путінську війну
bring
додому.
Putin's
В Росії.
war
Ми
back
долаємо усі
to
виклики
its own home, to
нашій
Russia.
єдності
And
та
we are overcoming
забезпечуємо
all the
здатність
challenges
світу
to
нарощувати
our
тиск
unity and ensure the
на
world's
російську
ability to
державу,
put more
на їх
pressure
систему
on Russian
і на їх економіку
state
війни.
system
Я дякую
and
за
its war
кожен
economy.
пакет
I'm
підтримки
grateful
нашим
for every
друзям,
support
який
package
допомагає нашим воїнам битися,
that helps
державі
our soldiers to fight,
змінюватись.
that helps
І
our state
нашій державі
to
з
change
кожним днем
and
зміцнюватись.
to become stronger day after day. I'm grateful for every decision on imposing sanctions against Russia, and I'm grateful for every step that brings a fair end of this war closer. Putin must be defeated, must lose in everything, like it was in Gostomel. This is the only way for the world to win the peace. I thank you for your attention. I thank you for being with us today, for your support, and glory to
Слово
Ukraine.
має прем'єр-міністр